Hello everyone. We are in the main menu for pure chess. We're going to go to chess challenges, which is at the top right hand corner. We're going to bonus games, and we're doing mate and 3 problems. Today we're handling problem number 1. Now, as always, if you'd like, you can go ahead and hit pause and take a minute to analyze this position here. Okay, I trust you've had some time to analyze. We're looking at black's king on h7 right there, and we're trying to figure out how do we get checkmate here. I take it if you're on this video, you tried a number of different ways and haven't been able to figure it out, and it's a little bit tricky. So the first thing we want to look at is look at black's flight squares, black's king. There's basically h8 and g7. Now, if you notice, we have a bishop in place. We have black's g7. We don't have h8 blocked. We also have a rook on d6. That could do a lot, but it's not doing anything right now. Black's got, 2 rooks, a8 and g8. They've got a queen on c7. You've also got this knight on e2, but it's going to be... It's hard to see what 3 moves we could do to get checkmate with the knight in 3 moves. So we're probably not going to use the knight, and we're not definitely going to use the knight in our solution here. So we got to figure out how do we do it. A couple concepts I'd like to run by you. The first concept is discover check, and the second one is sacrifice. But what we're basically trying to do is we're trying to seal off the king's escape routes. There's a bunch of pawns here and stuff. And what we'd like to do is seal that off, because this rook on g8 is actually blocking one of black king's possible flight squares, and this pawn is at the moment. But we want to make sure there's nowhere that black's king can go. So how do we do that? Well, back to the discovered check concept. What we'd like to do is keep these squares unavailable. Now, if we move our rook to f8, that creates a discovered check, which means black has to move its king or block. The only way it can block is with the bishop on g4. Now we won't lose our bishop as long as we have a series of checks and stuff. So we're going to take the bishop and put it to f8. It's going to create a discovered check while it's still blocking one of the king's flight squares. Well, actually, all the king's flight squares are blocked. So the only thing it can do is block with the bishop here. Our next move is what we like to do is we have this badly positioned rook, or not badly positioned, we have a rook on d6. If we can get that rook to h6, that would basically be checkmate, because there's nothing that black could do. Now we have this pawn in the way, and we've got this bishop that protects the h6 square. That's why we want to get our rook to h6. So what do we do to get that? Well, all we're going to do is play our queen sacrifice. Queen takes h5 check. Again, black will have nowhere to go, so black's only move is to recapture with the pawn. So we play queen takes h5 check. Black captures with the pawn, and wow, great! We've just opened up the h6 square to our rook, and there's nothing black can do to defend once we put it there. It's basically checkmate, problem solved. And of course that wraps this up. I am signing out. Thank you for watching.